We all knew what was going to happen.
Los Angeles, they have it. LeBron James against Paul George. The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Davis. Knocked away. Was it coming down? Yes, it was. Goaltending. Time for some new personnel into the game. Leonard to Paul George. Paul George, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Across the timeline comes James. Down 4. Leonard. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Great feed, sets it up. Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Luke Walton making some changes on the court. James, nice pass to set things up. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Kyle Kuzma has got 2 shots coming. A career 70% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. To George. Strong finish for Paul George. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Luke Walton shifting gears as the subs enter the game. LBJ. To Kyle Kuzma. Fires the 3. And the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard to Paul George. And the finish. Slam dunk.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Williams to Leonard. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. LeBron James with the rock. 4-3. LeBron James drills the 3. George. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
George. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
LeBron into the front court. Down 5. To Cousins. Montrezl Harrell sends it away. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Substitution being made in this one.
For the Los Angeles Clippers, number 40, Ivica Zubac.
It's LA Clippers ball. George. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Kawhi Leonard able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Danny Green, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Leonard. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Deep three at the buzzer. Three at the buzzer is good. And a fitting close to this one. They're right back in it after one quarter of play. Jay, one quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Caldwell Pope to James. From long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for three.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Oh, they called the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Luke Walton switching things up. He's got some new players out there.
Anthony Davis.
Leonard. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
It's James controlling the offense. To Cousins. James. No good. That's great defense. Great pass to set it up. Kawhi Leonard. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Baseline drive, the shot won't fall. Caldwell Pope. And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. LeBron into the front court, trailing by 10. Jumper's good. Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Beverly to Leonard. Has a look. And he hits.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
LeBron with it up top. They find themselves down 10. To Danny Green. James. Off the mark. No good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
It's James. He was all over him. And a throwdown. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
The assist from number 23, LeBron James.
Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Lakers at the controls right now. James against Paul George. Even to Zubac. Sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
James hits the trifecta.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To George. Lets it fly from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Kuzma to Danny Green. Going to launch beyond the arc. Smothering D. Williams to Paul George. Shot from the lane won't go. Kuzma. Anthony Davis swats it. Lazy pass there, and it's intercepted. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Clippers are out in front. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Danny Green. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Kuz at the controls. They go down to Davis. Ah, the monster stuff. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Count the basket inside.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
James, Clippers have got it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Leonard. Can't Can't go down. Smothering defense.
His scoring is definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
Kawhi Leonard against Cousins. To Beverly. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Short jumper off the mark.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
DeMarcus Cousins. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Oh, he had it. Strong finish that time for Danny Green. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Beverly's shot no good. To Danny Green. And count the basket.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Leonard to George for 3, and Paul George good on the quick release there.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
DeMarcus Cousins. He's 3 for 7.
I think the defender had absolutely 0 chance on that play.
To Paul George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
James, and they call it.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. James to Caldwell Pope. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Leonard. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Leonard to Beverly. Leonard to Beverly. Patrick Beverly. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Beyond the arc for 3. Over and back. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
From 18 feet, at the buzzer, 3 quarters complete. The Clippers have the lead.